SBGB TV live call-in show.
Yo, what's going on? It's Charles out of Compton.
What's going on, Charles? What's popping?
I was checking your show out, and you're right. Drugs, hanging out, the munchies, especially when you've been through the feds and you've been through the streets. You're supposed to know that you're not supposed to be slipping at certain times. Anything past 10 o'clock, really. But, out here in LA, there's taco stands everywhere, on every corner, all the way until the liquor store closed, because it's usually somewhere similar parked around a liquor store, so that might be like 2 a.m., right?
Yeah.
So what you were saying, you're absolutely right. Drugs got all kind of different chemicals in it. And, a person like me, I'm going to eat some ground beef in the house or something, man. I'm going to eat something in the kitchen and whip up, because you don't want to be caught slipping out here in LA at those hours. If it's not another race, it'll be your own people. So I'm just checking the show out. And
hey,
you're
listen,
absolutely correct, bro.
Now, when you think about it, right? If you might have been on that type time before, you done seen niggas out at night, you was with your homies, and you confronting niggas would set you claim. You got to understand, those type of things come back whenever you not expecting it. So you got to move accordingly, because you know how you done certain things before. But I think a lot of people, when they get in certain positions, they think these things can't happen to them.
Yes, absolutely. And it happens every time. And, and Jefe, he's an older cat. He should have known better. He was ready as far as having his piece on him, but he didn't think it all the way through, maybe because he was high, think it all the way through. I'm a low-key celebrity out here making a name for myself. Let me not get caught in certain situations that don't benefit me, like standing out and getting some tacos at 1 o'clock in the morning,
That's a fact.
But this is a lesson learned. But it's been a story and a teaching that's been taught throughout the years, but people still go for it. But I was kind of surprised at Aunt Jefe to be caught slipping like that. But I thought about it, what she was saying, it all goes back to the weed, blacks and, Californians in general, like to smoke a little weed, and it'll make you second guess, it'll relax you, it'll take you off your square, it'll make you slip, it'll make you comfortable, it'll make you lose your life if you're in that position. And in Jefe's case, he was quicker to the draw, but he could have easily lost his life.
Yeah.
We could have been talking about him tonight, saying, man, he was a good guy. He was on his way up in the podcast world, and he changed his life. But unfortunately, he succumbed to street gang violence, But it's just a vicious cycle. SBG is a vicious cycle.
Yeah, and people got to start understanding, when you get known, you got to move different, and you got to understand that
Absolutely.
You're known, so you're going to be, tested in certain situations. The boy probably knew who he was.
All the time. And you have to really be quiet with how you move. You really want to be low key. You want to be unseen but known. You don't want to be on the front line. You want to have people in front of you. A situation like that, go have somebody grab the tacos for you, or Uber Eats. Why are you out, by your lonesome like that,
That's a fact.
Yeah, but a great show. I haven't called in for a minute, but I see you still staying on all the topics. But you doing your thing.
Most definitely. We ain't playing no games every night. We here.
That's right, brother. That's right. Much love, man. You have a good night, bro.
Keep I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
Yes, sir. Later.
Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you feel, Jefe was in the right? Do you feel he should have moved different? Y'all can let me know, because I got my opinion and y'all got yours too. I just see it. He should have moved different. All way. All way. Because of what position you were in. SBGB TV live call-in show.
What's up, DEEZY?
Hey, what's going on, Nehemiah?
What's up? What's up, fam? Real quick, DEEZY, question. Remember when Adam 22 was up there on his show with the Munchie B and Jefe, and Wack called in, and I think he was beefing with Munchie B, going back and forth, but he made a statement. He said, yeah, and one of y'all up there better be careful because I got paperwork on you too.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then Jefe was one of the ones at the table. And when you do process of elimination, Jefe was the only one Wack could have been talking about.
Okay.
So my question is, do you think the paperwork Wack was talking about has anything to do with what Jefe is facing now? Is there any connection? Is that the paperwork he was talking about?
This situation just happened like 3 days ago. So I don't think it has nothing to do with it because this just happened. And, they solved their case quick.
Oh, wow. Okay. See, I didn't know it was recent. I'm thinking this is something that happened a long time ago and he's just getting caught with it. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. See, I haven't been keeping up because there's so much going on. Okay. Do you really think that he did it, or do you really think he was just standing there and one of his homies?
Nah, I don't think he had his homies or nobody had anything to do with it. When you listen to what the witness said, they said it was an altercation between the guy and another person, and the other person did this and he pulled off. So, I don't know if he did it or not or what happened, but from what they're saying, they're pointing towards him. If he got locked up for it and he was in a vehicle and then they got cameras out there and then they got witnesses out there, you better know they took Jefe's picture and put it in a lineup to present it to the witnesses, and they probably did that before they even arrested him. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have had, his the video surveillance. They could have got his car information, and then, from my understanding, they said people was talking about this inside of somebody else's chat when they was talking about Jefe. So, when you known on this internet and people know you, people will call and report tips on you. They will, even if it's not you or if it is you, people will call and make complaints on you when they know who you are. So when this situation happened, I'm sure that the word was traveling through the area. So it could have been people, sending like word to them people. And then also the dude asked him what set he claimed. And, that's one thing about the gang members. They want to rep they set. The nigga gonna say on 8 Trade Gangster. So it's like, that's the thing about the gang. It identifies you. You know what I mean? And I'm sure some people out there, seen it, what happened. And then, he said he was from 8 Trade Gangster. And then it could have been somebody out there that recognized him from being a YouTuber because he's known in LA for being a YouTuber. So, this shit, when you get on this camera, you got to move different and operate differently because, you're under a microscope with everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but this is what I find so, I don't know, this is what's riddling me about this whole situation. how come I'm questioning whether or not he actually did this? You got this whole platform. You're on Adam 22. Like Adam or hate Adam, Adam still has a major platform to where if you get up there, the whole world's gonna see you. And you can do whatever you want to with that attention, with that clout. So not only Adam 22, he has his own show. I'm pretty sure getting paid, getting exposure, getting attention. I just find it really odd that he would be that dumb to do something that's stupid.
Yeah, that's what happens when you want to be a gang member and a podcaster. You got to still stand on the business.
That's what I'm questioning. Is he the one that really did it? I mean, I can't, in my mind, I can't fathom the thought of risking all of that clout you have, all of that, and all of what you got going on. You're gonna just throw all that away.
It happens like that all the time, baby. All the time. People be in position and they don't pay attention. They out here smoking. They out here drinking. When they smoking and drinking, baby, they not thinking. So it happens all the time. That's why when you get a certain position in life, you got to let some things go. You know, when you got habits, those usually be your downfalls. And you put yourself in a situation that you don't expect because your habit is in front of you.
The only sense of this I can make is I don't watch Adam 22. The only time I watch Adam is when you're reacting to him and when you're playing his clips. The clips that you play when Jefe is up there, he's definitely on something. His eyes is all rolled back. He's all swaying back and forth. He's definitely on something. So the only sense I can make of this is he had to be lit this particular night. He had to be like out of his mind to do something this stupid.
Yeah, he definitely was lit. He was at the taco truck at 2 a.m. You know, anybody going outside at 2 o'clock in the morning to get something to eat, you gotta be high.
Unless you know, sometimes you have concerts or like clubs and then they let out and then you're just hungry and you hit up a food truck, you know.
Yeah, but he smoke and drink all the time, baby. That's for people that might not be smoking and drinking. All he do is smoke, drink, he sip lean, he do all that kind of shit. So of course, at 2 a.m. at the taco truck, he was feeling good.
This is crazy. This is crazy. So basically, you just got lit and just risked your whole career, basically.
Yeah, it's over, baby.
Unless he wasn't the one that actually pulled the trigger. That's the only thing that's going to save him, is if it was just by association.
Yeah, but if he's in the car, baby, you know, which I think he was the one, but if he was in the car with somebody and they pull off, baby, you pull the trigger, regardless if you didn't pull the trigger. That's how that worked. You hear me?
Yeah. It's a lot going on, but this right here really got me because you basically had the world in your hands and could have did whatever you wanted to do with this. You know what I mean? Once you get that type of platform, you can move any direction you want to, good, bad, dark, light. It's just sad to just when one doesn't realize what they actually have.
SBGB TV live call-in show.
Yo, what's up? What's up, SP? Hey, this Too Blown, man. I was in the chat, bro.
What's going on with you, bro?
Hey, nah, you know what? Like, all right, I'm in LA right now, bro. Like, I'm born and raised out here, bro. And like this ant situation, homie, it sounds stupid, bro, but like this is what we've been dealing with since the 60s, homie. And it's sad, but like this is a part of life out here. That's what people that's not from here, bro, like it's hard to understand and comprehend, bro. But it's just that simple out here, bro. Like we could walk to the store right now, and across the street is hoods that's beefing. So it's a battlefield out here, bro. And you really gotta be out here to understand the layout of this shit, man. This shit ain't, bro. It can happen to anybody. Like I don't even bang, but I'm born and raised here, bro. But I done had to do, like, just growing up out here is different, y'all. Like real talk. Like man, bro, this shit infected the city, bro. This shit infected us for generations out here, bro. So man, you just gotta be here to understand, bro. So like when I be hearing people that's not from here that don't deal with this on a day-to-day basis, it's really hard to understand, bro. But
so
yeah,
I know. And listen, I'm with you, understanding what you're saying, but this is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
When you become known on this camera, or even if you're not known on this camera, and you know that things like that are happening, you gotta operate differently. Now you can't be going out at 2 a.m. getting tacos.
But you can't, like you right about that. You can't. But this is what I'm saying. Like with this Crip Blood Pyro Serrano shit that's in Southern California, bro. Once you a part of that, it's forever. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, yeah, you shouldn't be at the taco stand at 2 a.m. But he could have been at the taco stand at 2 p.m. and the same person came and it would have been the same thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, and I understand that, but we can't say that he could have been. We got to say what happened. He was at the taco stand at 2 a.m. Whereas though, if he wasn't at the taco stand, he would have avoided that. You
right.
So
you right. You right on that.
We got to call a spade and what it is. He was supposed to avoid certain things, being as though that he knows he was known. He's on the camera. He's a podcaster. You got to move differently. Even if you're not known, you still got to move differently if you want to survive. And it's not that, because some niggas be acting like, oh, if I go this other route and not this route, niggas going to act like I'm soft. Nah, let me do this because I want to survive to see another day. I don't want to put myself where I got to bang out with some niggas just to say I did this, especially when you get older.
Like, all right, SP, my bad, bro. But like, this is what I'm saying. Like right now, bro, I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? So like,
that's good for you, my brother.
Like, this is how crazy it is, bro. I could take my lunch break in the area. I mean, I'm in Koreatown. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Koreatown, but it's like if I was to walk around the corner, it's like it's gangs over here. So I could tell my coworker, bro, hey, I'll be right back. And walk around the corner and get into a bang out, just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how simple this shit is,
but
bro.
Would you do that though? Would you go around the corner right now this time of night?
Yeah, like if it's my lunch break and I don't have nothing to eat, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that could be my purpose, bro. Like I'm not going to look for no trouble. It's my lunch break, bro. So it's like, all right, I work graveyard, so it's like, let me go around here to this taco stand that's, you know what I'm saying? That's open right now. Now my mind is to go get something to eat for my job. Whoever at that taco stand or whoever drive by and see me, they might not own that. You know what I'm saying? And let me put myself, if I was a banger, just say I was banging, but I'm at work. So they put like, I'm going to get me something to eat on my lunch break at like 2:30 in the morning, right? Going to get me something to eat. They pull up. Bro, it's so infected out here with this gangbanging shit, bro. Even though I'm at work on my break, if they roll up and ask me where I'm from, bro, I got to tell them. Bro, it may sound, this is what I'm saying, it sounds fucked up, bro, but that's just what it is. Like, no matter how old you get, bro, like even these old, even like older, like senior citizen dudes, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, this is just, it's weed in the generations out here, bro. And it's crazy, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. You got to kind of like be here to know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just got to move different though, So if you know that's what's going on, you see how you conscious of what's going on. When you conscious of what's going on, you got to be conscious how you move. At the same time, you can't just say, I'm going to take the risk, because the ones that are going to take the risk are going to be the ones that's subjected to what you saying could happen. So, it's the mind frame. You got to change the mind frame. You know what can happen. You got to move different, pack your lunch. You got to just do different shit for you to survive.
And then the like, for real, my advice to anybody out here, like the best way to kind of get away from this shit is just to move out of the city, bro. Like move out of California, bro. Like past Vegas, don't go to Vegas. Just like Colorado and back. Like that's how you get away from it, bro. Like, cause man, like they got a saying out here, bro. Nobody's bigger than the hood, so it don't matter what you doing. Like if you from a hood and they, you know what I mean? It's just crazy, bro. Like it's crazy, man. It's just crazy, bro. And I just wanted to call in because it's like, bro, I'm born and raised in this shit, right? Like I'm 47 years old, bro. So I done lived through the actual like boys in the hood, bro. It's man. I mean, this shit. It man. I don't know, bro. And I don't even bang, bro. But this city, I done had to do gangster shit just to make it home at night. And that, you know what I'm saying? And that's real shit, bro.
And I understand what you coming from with that, bro. And you know, we appreciate you calling in, letting us know that, my brother.
Yeah, man. So y'all stay up, man, and everybody stay safe out there, bro. Cause this shit could, nigga, your life could change in a matter of seconds, man. So I appreciate the time and you listening and letting me call in and chop it up, bro.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I understand it can get real quick. It's like that a lot of places, but I understand out there, nigga pull up on you, where you from, you gotta say it, so you gotta move different, you know? And me just being real, I wouldn't want to live like that. Straight up. I wouldn't want to live like that every day. You know, not me. Every day of that, no. I would want to move, not caring about what somebody else is saying. No, you only get one life. I understand when you're younger, you're going to take certain risks. But as you get older, you got to get wiser. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You get older, you got to get wiser because you only get one round. Yeah. And it's like, you know, a lot of the people out there banging, they take it for granted till they're in a bad situation. SBGB TV, live call-in show.
Hi, am I live?
Yeah.
This is crazy. So this is my fourth time watching you. You came up on my algorithm yesterday. But I'm watching you cover this whole Jefe situation stuff. And there's 3 theories out there. Flacco just released the actual footage of the shooting and claiming that Jefe didn't get out the car. That might have been his car. Who knows? Seti Nash earlier today said that they think he's wanted for Big U's murder, or the son, whatever the son's name was. But then this story is what's like sticking. So it's like no one really knows what's going on.
Yeah, I think this story right here sounds more, you know, believable. You know,
yeah, because Sporty Face said that he's arrested for murder and then 2 attempted, and then the special allegations or whatever, which I'm assuming is because of the gang affiliation. Yeah. And if you see, because like I said, Flacco showed the actual footage, and there are 2 other people that get shot at that get away, and then the one victim that actually, you know, becomes deceased. So that would make more sense about the 2 attempted and then the one actual murder.
Yeah. So yeah, it makes more sense about this situation that just happened recently. And yeah, Jefe should have definitely understood to move different, being as though that he knows the environment that he was raised in.
Yeah, your message in the beginning of your podcast, the one that's on right now, is just so powerful. I mean, there's more people that need to hear what you said earlier. I mean, it's exactly what it is. If you're somebody in the spotlight on the cameras, like you said, you have to change your whole life, everything, your movement. I mean, he was talking about his daughter and things like that. His life was going in a whole different direction. And it literally brought a tear to my eye. My son's 7. He was sitting here with me, and I was like, I'm a No Jumper loyal fan. So we always talk about like how Brick Baby went down, and, you know, what's the other one? Anyway, they're all the ones that go to jail from there. And he was like, what happened? And so I go, Aunt Jefe went to jail too. And he's like, what did he do? And I couldn't even use the M word to explain to him. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, we don't know, but something, but that's just bad.
Yeah. And You know, and that's why I say about, you know, the gang banging, you know, it's like when you know, young, it's people that experience certain things. But when you get older and then you get the opportunity to make a change, you know, you got to make a change, because if you don't, you're going to end up in a situation that you might have ended up in when you was younger, that now you think you older, you good, and then you end up in that situation and it can go all bad.
But that, so I have issues, like I said, my son, and I just keep trying to make him understand, like a split second decision can change your whole life.
Instantly. Things can change instantly, and that's what happened to him. You know,
and he's like, he's sitting in there thinking about all the times he was here and doing this, and they said he had a businesses and a dispensary, and he was talking about the movies he went to see with his daughter on another episode and things like that. And it's like, and now what?
Instantly, you're gonna lose everything, because nobody's gonna run your business like you. You know, so everything that you accumulate is gonna slowly dwindle away. Somebody might try to maintain it, but nobody can do what you're doing if you create something, because it's not theirs.
And nobody cares once you go away anyway. I mean, you know what I mean?
When you go away, nobody cares.
Yeah, it's all, you know, publicized right now. And then when TMZ got it, I was just like, what? Like, this has to be a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, it's serious.
It's just terrible. It's just sad. And like I said, I've been, like I said, a loyal fan to No Jumper since forever. And it just feels like you have a connection with these people in a sense of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to see that it's all over. It's no matter what, it's over. And he just did all kinds of time, I thought.
Yeah. They said he did 10 years before.
Yeah, and it's just sad. It's like forever. This is going to be like forever.
Yeah. This could be, you know, the rest of his life, from a situation going to get some tacos at night.
That's the stupidest thing. Like you said, he bet you he's thinking I should have went to bed hungry.
Yeah.
Because that could have made the whole difference. And there's so many things you can think of, just not even as bad as this, and just in everybody's life in general, what you could have done, what you shouldn't have done. That's why I always, even just driving, I tell my kids that yellow light means something. Stop. You know what I mean? Slow down, because that red light that's happened because you want to run through the yellow one could mean something of why you weren't supposed to go through it.
Yeah.
It's just terrible. Like, you just never know. And people got to make better decisions, but it's different when you're, you know, kind of somewhat famous and like in the spotlight and on TV and podcasting and things like that. And it's just your fan base, you know what I mean? You are important to some people, and you are going to be missed, but
yeah,
you're the one that's, when you hear those doors close, I mean, you're in there alone.
You're in there alone. You and your celly, somebody that you probably don't want to be around.
And then the whole gang banging thing, it's like, you know what I mean? It's a whole different world there. I couldn't even imagine what prison's like. Not even, you're just hearing about how LA is in general. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen movies, but that's as far as I can know. I'm in Colorado.
Yeah, so you're not experiencing what they're experiencing out there. And, you know, from what they say, it's a lot going on all the time with the gangbanging.
Yeah, I never really realized that you can't wear this color or this hat or everything means this. If you cross this street, it's like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never grown up like that or lived in an environment like that, so I couldn't even imagine.
And, you know, what's wild is that they adapt to this and they think it's normal, but it's really not normal. It's just normalized there, but it's not normal for people, human beings, to live like that.
It shouldn't be anywhere.
Yeah.
But like I hear like how Chicago, St. Louis, all these cities that are just crazy, and I'd be afraid.
Yeah, this shit's not normal, you know, but what happens is people get numb to the shit because they live in these environments, and then they normalize it and they just do the same thing that everybody else is doing to adapt and live, but that shit ain't normal.
Yeah, and then they're trying to clean it up or whatever, because all the stuff that's happening in California in the upcoming months and stuff. It's like, how come nobody cared before?
Now they care because I guess the Olympics is coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that MacArthur Park raid because, like I said, No Jumper, that Lush, That's like he calls himself the mayor of there, and just I don't understand the FBI. Dr. Oz is the one from Washington D.C. It's just crazy. I don't understand why people live in these kind of environments, why they exist.
You know, that's because they want them to exist. You know, understanding that they can change any of this stuff instantly. Whenever they want to put pressure on something, they put pressure on it and they stop it. But these environments that are suffering from this way of life is because they want it to be like that. I
think so too.
It keeps certain genders, certain life of people out there living that life, while other people are living better because they don't care. But when they want to care, they come in there and they stop everything.
I believe they even do experiments. Like there's reasons why there's certain areas that are made that way.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. I definitely believe they do experiments, you know, and the people out there that are the experiment, they don't even understand it. They just living what they're being taught.
And then sometimes it's just so hard and they're down and out, or their lives are, you know, not to use the word pathetic, but in a sense, I mean, what else do you do?
Yeah. Wild, ain't it? I appreciate you calling in, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I hope you subscribe to the channel.
Thanks. Oh, I did.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel. You know, I appreciate all of y'all. Yeah. It's rough. SBGB TV live call-in show.
Say again?
SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show.
It is. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm well. This is grateful.
How are you?
How are you doing? I'm well, handsome.
Okay, thank you.
And you all, but I enjoy your show of promoting people to think. Did you hear what I said?
You said you enjoy the show of what?
Are you promoting people to think?
Of course I want people to think.
Yes. And to get into their right mindset to then be able to be then globalized to understand that we're not falling for no more okie dokes. We sat here for too long to continue to fall for the okie dokes when it comes to the crime, when it comes to the disrespect, when it comes to the women, no men, however, transgender, however you take it. We're not falling for no more bullshit.
Yeah, people got to wake up and understand, you know, you only get one life.
We have multiples because we are we're a spectrum. We're a spect. So if you're a spect, I would like to think that people would want to hold themselves accountable enough to be righteousness in their spect of this. Can I just be a good piece? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Just a little good piece. I just want to be a good piece. I don't want to be too long, no strong. I just want to be a good piece, and I'm gone.
I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah.
Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. You know, shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel. You got to be mindful. You know, you got to be mindful putting yourself in certain situations, understanding, you know, it's okay to do something different so that you can be able to continue your journey. It's okay, you know, but, and I understand that, you know, the lifestyle, you know, so many people are caught up in it, but you got to find a way to move different, especially when you're in front of the camera, you know, and people that's not in front of the camera, you know, you should still want better for yourself. You know, it ain't about, yo, I left the hood and I was scared of the hood. Hey, listen, we shouldn't be normalizing destruction though. You know, when you young, understanding you don't know better. That's understanding. When you young, we understand you don't know better, so you make certain decisions, you follow the people that are teaching you certain things. But as you grow, you know, you should normalize destruction. SBGB TV, live call-in show.
Man, what's popping in Miami?
What's good with you, bro?
Man, ain't too much, man. It's over with. Listen, man, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. You know what I mean? People get their shot and they blow it. You know what I'm saying? It just be like that. You feel me? Be that quick. Could be over with. Feel me?
Yeah, it definitely blew it.
But here go the thing though. You know that the bail shit, like, I think he gonna get out on some bail shit. If they give him bail, I think he'll get out.
He got $1 million bail.
Yeah, then he'll be able to get out. You know, because in Cali, them folks be tricky with them bails. They say $1 million, but the bail bondsman so shady and clout chasey that they'll bail you out. Because, you know, they don't put up the actual money. It's their signature. You know what I'm saying? Like the bail bondsman, they got like, you know, insurance bonds and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Insurance. Yeah, they do got insurance.
It's an insurance bond that they put up. So with a case like this, a bondsman would love to bail him out. You know what I'm saying? Knowing he got a little constant check from no jumper coming, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be random hood cat. Baby Shooter was out on $1 million bond. You know what I'm saying? It'd be random cats out with multi-million-dollar bonds in California. You feel me? The only thing I see with Jefe though is, you know, Jefe is repping the gang, and it's like he in the mix at the same time. So it would be like a liability. I would think like for them to bail him out, it would be a liability. And, you know, I don't think they want to put it on the line for Jefe. That's their niche though. You know what I'm saying, DEEZY? Like, that's their bread and butter is them type of cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's to me, that's what I see how the bondsmen make their money off of getting people out who necessarily don't got $1 million, but they not gonna run either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what a bondsman is, just making sure you don't run. You feel me?
But, you know, if Jefe did it allegedly, you don't know what that nigga gonna do. It's a possibility he might try to run. You know, nigga looking at the elbow, a Twinkie. Nigga did a diamond back already. Nigga don't want to go back.
That's true too. You know, niggas done, you know.
Yeah,
but,
like, I'm out, and he ready to skip and think he gonna go somewhere, but ain't gonna go nowhere because he ain't got no passport. So it's like, nigga be trying to hide a couple states over for a month, and then they grab him. But, you know, I don't see them. I don't see him getting out on the bail. But, you know, it's a possibility. But
yeah,
I
just because I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how this is like kind of high profile. It's gonna be some bondsmen that'll do it. You feel me? They gonna put that big old ankle thing on. That's why everybody in Cali got the ankle thing on them, because they on so many bails. You feel what I'm saying?
I definitely see a lot of niggas with the ankle shit on. I do see that.
I'm telling you,
that's real common. Yeah.
Because they all on bail. You know what I'm saying? The bail bondsmen, look, man, you just keep making them payments. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, we don't need it all at once. You know what I'm saying? Bring us $400 a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna figure out a way to capitalize on this. You know what I'm saying? And I think for sure he's gonna get out and fight it from the streets and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't see him never getting out off this. I just can't see that. As long as he has a bail amount with a number on it, he'll get out. If they do some no bail business with him, it's over with. You feel me? He
got a milli bail right now. So, you know, we gonna see how that go, because this thing say a honey bun right now. So it's a possibility if, you know, he got somebody that got some collateral, or, you know, that put up a little bit of paper with the collateral to get him out.
Has he went to court yet? Do you know anything about that or not?
I think he just probably had like the bail set on him for the warrant or whatever, and that's what's on it, you know, because
right, that's like if you want to bail out from this police station, like, hey, you got $1 million right now, you can bail out without even going changing clothes. You feel me? That's that bail. But when he goes see the judge, they're gonna knock it down to something like 250,000, 300. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a possibility.
That's what I see happening. But I just think, man, when you in these positions, you can't be going to get tacos at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? But it's the drug, like you say, it all comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? You're not in your right mind. You high up. You thinking, man, I'm about to go get these tacos. They about to be fire. You really high. You could have just fell asleep. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you could have ate in the morning, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then a little bit of fame kicked in, so you think, man, I'm good everywhere, man. I'm older. I ain't beefing with nobody. I'm on no jumper. You know what I'm saying? But you on no jumper, but they on your bumper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit
you
gets
know,
sticky.
Right. So you can't just go off what you own. There's people that's on that. So, you know, you just got to be aware, even if you're not famous. And then, like the dude said, man, I'm working right now. If I go get some food, it could be people that's on that. You right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know, bring my lunch. Bring the Slim Jim. Bring something where you ain't got to go walk around in the middle of the night. You feel what I'm saying? And don't think the fame, like, people know you that you don't know when you famous. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could be out somewhere and people be like, oh, that's what's name. You don't know who they are, but you're on TV basically. You feel what I'm saying? So it's completely dangerous to be somewhere at some 2 a.m. talking about some tacos, man, in the middle of South Central. You basically did what you do content on people about every night, every day. Oh man, he was slipping. He went to go get tacos. You know you're not supposed to be getting tacos. You know how Jefe do it. You feel me? He seemed like he know everything about the streets, and then he, you know, get caught up in one of them twists. So it's like you know, you gotta also be aware of your own surroundings, not just what everybody else got going on. You feel me?
Yeah, that's important. You know, especially when you're in that position and you're in that light, you gotta have a lot more awareness than you had before if you want to survive, because, you know, people going to see you and know you that you don't know. So it could be one of them people that want to just try to test you and act like they checking you just for clout.
Right. And now you got to respond. You know, you could have been either or. You know, you lose both ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why the gamble on it is crazy. It's no win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either you get whack and then you gotta go, you know, and then you over with, or you whack somebody and now you gotta go sit down. So it's like, hold on, man. This is why it's like, you know what, just move. You got some motion now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting some paper, it's okay to move. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard for people too. But, you know, I think ultimately they're gonna give him a bail. He gonna get out and he gonna, you know, it's gonna boost his clout up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
We shall see, man. It's sticky right now, but we shall see.
Yeah, that's just my prediction on it, man. Just because I be seeing too many of them hood cats out on bails. Like, it's this one channel that talk about how people be getting cases and getting out and doing all these robberies, getting out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, dog. These dudes be out on $9 million worth of bails. You feel me? So I know that the bail system out there is like easy to work with. You feel what I'm saying? They not like, unless you don't have a bail, then you probably gonna be stuck there. That's just what I see. But we gonna see, man. But that's my call, DEEZY.
I appreciate you calling in, bro.
That's all love.
Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, the situation definitely sticky. Facts. SBGB TV live call-in show.
Hey, what up, though? You know what I'm saying?
Brother Rome, what's popping?
Hey, that's how my Detroit brothers be talking. Hey, they be like, what up, though? You know what I mean?
What's popping?
Hey, yo, so, okay. Catch me up real quick. I ain't gonna be long. So, your boy got caught on a late night, you know what I'm saying? and he was right there when they did the lick. He was there. He did that. He was. That's what they accused him of. He was there when they did what they was alleged. He was.
He locked up for a homicide.
And he was allegedly there. No, and then I heard it's robbery too, right?
It's just a homicide I see on there now, but the division, the robbery and homicide division got him. So I guess
yeah. So homicide, robbery.
He locked up for a homicide, nigga.
Yeah. My bad, DZ. Okay.
He locked up for a homicide. You know what I mean? I can't change that. He locked up for a homicide, though.
He was low key on the scene, kind of. He was.
Man,
he's on the
you know damn well if they locked him up for a homicide, nigga, you can't be at home and somebody else do it. They lock you up for it. You know he had to be there.
Damn. You know what? Hey, your boy said he can get bail. He's not a flight risk. Man, if he get bail, I live in San Diego. He can get across that border, low key, because he not like Lil Durk, where they probably tagged him. You know what I'm saying? You know how they tagged Lil Durk, like, you know what I'm saying? Different agencies, the agencies tagged him at different flights. How a Lil Durk got popped. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he did want to skip, he could bail. If they let him bail out, he could take his ass to San Diego and cross that border. Because you know I used to live in San Diego. You cross the border and you don't, low key, you don't even need no passport to cross the border. Everybody say you need a passport, but on the Tijuana border, they don't be asking you for no fucking passport. You know how many times I went back and forth across that motherfucker with no passport? He could skip, but the nigga is in trouble though. What you think, DEEZY?
Yeah, it's a situation. You know, he's definitely in a situation that he gonna have to deal with. You know, he's gonna have to deal with this situation. It's real right now. You know, and it's fresh. So, you know, I don't know. I gotta wait till we see what the discovery says and you know what the witnesses is saying, but they got some type of evidence, nigga. Somebody done picked him out of a lineup and pointed him out something because there's witnesses out there. So,
and that nigga is, you could definitely pick that nigga up out at the motherfucker too. Like, yep, that's him. That the way he look, you could pick his ass out. Like, yep, that's him. The big head nigga that looked like one of the Ninja Turtles, yep, him.
Yeah, they definitely can pick him out of a lineup. That's a fact.
But he gonna be good. He gonna be good though, DEEZY. You been in the joint. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have commissary. You know what I mean? He's in the LA County jail? Is he in the LA County jail?
Yeah, that's where he at.
Oh shit. DEEZY, I know you heard the stories about the LA County jail. It's fades mandatory. Like, damn, his ass got to catch fades in that motherfucker. Look, he from A-Trade gangsters too. He from A-Trade, right? Yeah, he from A-Trade. So he didn't already ran into some enemies in there. That's they culture in LA, like catching fades. You know what I'm saying? You remember 4X, the one that blew his hand off you was talking about?
Yeah.
4X said he turning up on niggas that say they don't gang bang. Hey, where you from? Nah, I don't gang bang. Where you stay at? Where your granny stay at? Where you hang out at? Oh, you hang out, or your granny stay over there? Oh, come to the back. Damn, my nigga, the nigga just tried to turn it down. So, low-key, is that type of environment in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. I would hate to go in that motherfucker. God damn. See, this is a lesson. I'm going to use your platform to tell the youth. Stay on the sidewalk. don't commit no crimes. Do not even jaywalk. You know what I mean? Because if your ass end up in, excuse my language, if you end up in the county jail, the LA County, you finna run them face, even if you don't gangbang. Yep. That's how it's gonna play out. DEEZY.
Yeah.
I like you doing this episode because you're giving people a chance to educate the youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the brother had a good opportunity and allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Squandered it off. Don't squander off y'all opportunities, y'all. You know what I'm saying? People listening to you, DEEZY, they is. I heard an older woman call in, and I heard the other brother call in. So you definitely, I know Wack hear this too, low key. I know Wack. I know you know how, like, you know what I'm saying, like you was wheezing for breath for a second, and then the rope just came off your neck. And you like, whew, god damn. This nigga happy as hell you're not talking about him right now. You're like, god damn, finally this nigga leaving me alone. Damn.
Oh, we ain't stopping. We ain't done yet.
No. Hey yo, I'm gonna get with you, DEEZY.
Appreciate you calling in, bro.
Yeah.